Hey guys, welcome back to Typical Tech Lad. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. To start off with, the price of this phone starts at £439 for the 12GB/128GB version, and then goes up to £489 for the 256GB version. So in this review, we'll check out the display, performance, how the phone handles gaming, and the cameras. And we'll also have a look at what the speaker sounds like. So by the end of the video, you'll be able to fully understand what you're going to be getting with this phone. So we'll start off to see what's in the box, and we get SIM tray ejecting pin along with USB-C charging cable, and then a bunch of different booklets, start guide and things like that. And then obviously the Samsung Galaxy A55 itself. And then this comes now in the aluminium frame, and we have these kind of stickers on the side protecting that. So for design and build, the phone weighs 213 grams and is 8.2mm thick. So to the right side, we have what Samsung are calling the key island, and that is a little raised bit on the side that has volume buttons and a power/lock button. To the bottom, we've got two microphones, USB-C charging port, and then the speaker. To the left side, we have nothing, and then on the top, we have the SIM tray and then another microphone. We'll have a quick look at the SIM tray itself. So this supports dual nano and then micro SD support up to 1TB. I'm going to put my SIM in there. To the front, we have the 32MP camera and of course earpiece itself. And then around the back, we have this now more premium materials used on the phone. So we have a glass back, and like I said, aluminium frame around the phone. So it does feel quite premium in the hand. And then the 3 camera setup. So let's power that on. And then durability wise, it seems solidly built. No creaks or groans. So good to see on that side. And then the phone is available in these different colors here. And I thought I'll just do a quick comparison of the display between the Nothing Phone 2A and the Galaxy A55. And even though the Nothing Phone 2A is cheaper, you can see the difference in bezels. So I feel like Samsung could have done a better job here. They're much thicker, and then the chin is a lot more pronounced. And then we'll check out what the haptics are like on the phone. When it comes to the display, we're working with a 6.6-inch Super AMOLED display, which is at FHD+, so that's 390 ppi. Supports 120Hz HDR10+, a high brightness mode of 1000 nits, and is covered in Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. We'll have a look at the viewing angles, and you can see there's a slight shift in brightness and color temperature. And you can see it has a bit of a rainbowing effect I've noticed on more brighter backgrounds. So wasn't too happy with that. And then we have 4K playback support on YouTube. And it also supports 4K 60 FPS HDR and runs absolutely fine, no problems there. And it's what you would expect from a AMOLED display, nice and bright, colors are popping, vivid, and the display is sharp. We have Wide 1 Level 1 support on Netflix along with HDR capabilities. So you're going to get that nice bright video footage with HDR content. And then we got Avengers Infinity War here as an example. So display good, could be a bit brighter, but bright enough I guess. And apart from the viewing angles and that rainbowing effect, it's all good. So the phone has stereo speakers, one bottom firing speaker and then the earpiece acting as a second speaker, and it has Dolby Atmos support. So we'll check out what the speakers sound like. Cellophane plastic off the box.
What's the
So on the performance side of things, the phone is working with Samsung's Exynos 1480 CPU along with the Eclipse 530 GPU. I will check out benchmark scores on here. So Geekbench 6, 1124 on single, 3356 on multi, and then Antutu 725,115, and 3D Mark Wildlife stress test performance range of 15 to 30 frames per second. So reasonable, but we'll be having a look at how the CPU and GPU perform a bit later on with more intense gaming. And then when it comes to the software side of things, we got Android 14 with Samsung's OneUI 6.1 running on top, and it's what you would expect from Samsung's user interface. Nice and snappy, apps load quick as you want them to. And we have your bits like floating windows, and I can open multiple of them here. And then split screen works absolutely fine. And then for biometrics, we have face unlock and a under display fingerprint reader, which I felt like would take a second or two to unlock, but still fast enough. And then for software updates, you'll get 4 generations of OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates, which is less than the 7 they promised with the more flagship devices, but still reasonable enough. And then when it comes to the Galaxy experience, you have things like Smart Switch, Quick Share, OneUI to have more collaboration across different devices. Check out export times on the phone. I have 1080p footage roughly 3.5 minutes long loaded on the A55 here. And we'll see how long that takes to export. So we can see that basically here 1 minute and 5 seconds to export that. So we'll jump into gaming with Call of Duty Mobile Warzone and see how that performs. So the battery life starting off is at 68%, and on here the highest you can set for visual quality was high. Peak is locked on here, and then I've set it to 60 frames per second. We'll jump in to shoot the shift. So we're starting off with a temperature of 32 degrees. So we'll jump in and see what we get. So we can see about 10 minutes into the game, the temperature has gone up to 43 degrees, ranging from 55 to 60 FPS. So that's good to see. We have to keep in mind optimization of apps as the phone is fairly new. So over time, optimization would be improved. So these numbers might improve in time. And after about 15 minutes of that, we've gone down to 62%. Next, we'll jump into Genshin Impact, another graphically demanding game if you choose those settings. So I'm going to bump that up to the highest at 60 FPS as well. And it's been 18 minutes of playing now, and temperatures at 37 degrees, FPS hovering around 44. We'll drop the render resolution to low and keep 60 FPS to see if there's any difference. So the FPS is up to about 52 now. Temperature's still holding around 37. And then 24 minutes in, we're at 55% battery. And then I will try playing Jaeger on here. So by default, the graphics were ultimate, and I'm going to just put 60 FPS. And we can see the temperature has gone up quite a bit to 44 degrees, and the FPS is around 37. And obviously this is quite a graphically demanding game. So nearly half an hour playing now. Again, temperature at 44 degrees, FPS hovering around 36, 37. And the phone's gone down to 50% battery now. And Antutu was claiming the CPU temperature was at 50 degrees and the battery was at 37. So when it comes to cameras, the 3 camera setup on the back has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, 50 megapixel wide angle camera, and a 5 megapixel macro camera. and then a 32 megapixel selfie camera. And then you'll get your usual stuff in the camera app itself. You got Fun, which is more like Snapchat filters you can use and stuff. We have Portrait, and you can adjust the effect strength. And for video, we have 4K, 30 FPS, and then FHD at 60 and 30, and then HD at 30. And then in the camera settings, you've got your usual stuff here: video stabilization, advanced video options, high efficiency videos, things like that. And then for more, we have a bunch of usual stuff here: pro video, night, food, panorama, macro, things along those lines. And we'll check out some footage that I've recorded with the phone and pictures that I've taken. Just checking the video quality, 4K 30 FPS. Just walking down the road to see what image stabilization is like. And obviously check the mic quality, front facing camera, again 4K 30 FPS. When it comes to battery, we have a 5000 milliamp hour battery that supports 25 watt wide charging, so there's no wireless charging on here. And Samsung claim you can get 2 days of battery life. In the battery settings, you have things like battery protection, so you have basic, adaptive, or maximum, which will cut off your battery charge at 80%. So good to see things like that will prolong battery health. And then your usual stuff with battery activity and things. And then on my PC Mark battery life test, I got a 11 hours and 41 minutes score, so that's from 100% down to 20, and that's with the screen brightness set to 75% and the speaker volume set to 25. So that's my review of the Samsung Galaxy A55. Personally, I think the cameras on here are really nice. You can get really good video footage and photos. Performance was good as well. Like I said, you're going to be getting battery drain and heating up of the phone if you're playing more demanding games, but for more your simple stuff, you wouldn't have a problem. And again, it depends on optimization of each app and game. And battery life was good in here as well. 5000 milliamp hour battery. You will get 2 days of light/medium use of the phone. But for me, the biggest gripe I would have to say is the display. I'm not too sure what was going on with the viewing angles and that kind of rainbowing haziness effect. And also the bezels on here just don't look nice at all, to be honest. Like we can see with the Nothing Phone 2A, which had nice symmetrical bezels all the way around. But for some people that might not be a problem, but for me it is, because I do enjoy slimmer bezels. Anyway, that was my review, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.